welcome back. I'm Meah Denee, and this is The Real Effect. And today I have a special guest in the studio with me. I have Miss Krystal Garner. She is on BET's T.I.'s Grand Hustle, and she met me in the studio today. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Girl, no problem.
You even brought me a little gift. Feels special.
Because you are special.
Thank you. So with you in T.I.'s Grand Hustle, for those that don't know anything about the show, can you kind of explain it a little bit?
Yeah, so basically what T.I. did is that he decided he needed a top executive for his team. And what better way other than to cast across the whole United States and bring in some people. So he brought in 16 different hustlers from across the country to compete, to get a six-figure salary to work as an executive on his team. And we're going through a series of challenges, and if you don't do so well, you get eliminated.
And thankfully, you're still on the show. You were still there. So for you, how did this even happen? Like, how did you find out about the audition? What was the process like?
Oh man, okay, so I've been hustling my whole life, and I always check out different castings. People send me castings, and when this came across, I was like, hey, they're looking for a hustler. Now, you know as much as I know, when you're going after your dreams, you gotta have some side hustles, some side gigs that you're doing, and I was doing it all. I mean, acting, modeling, hosting, promo modeling, whatever I needed to do to sustain my dream. I submitted, got called back, they did a Skype interview, I acted my normal crazy self, and they called me in and I made it into the mansion.
Being in the mansion, has there been any like things about T.I. that you did not expect, that you haven't seen already from him?
Anything that I didn't expect from T.I.? Nah, you know, I've always watched this man's career, his business acumen, the way he carries himself, the way he speaks so eloquently.
Yes.
You know, he's always motivated me to be the best me as possible and to be there for my community and my culture. So there wasn't really anything surprising. I think I may have been more surprised with my reaction. I was super nervous, and I get nervous here and there, but not as nervous as I was when T.I. walked in the room.
Wow, okay, so was there a game plan for you? Like, you went in this like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna be strategic. But how did you go about playing the game?
My game plan going in was definitely the mindset of I'm my only competition. I knew that everybody would come in with their own strategies and ways they want to get under your skin. And hey, some people might have been a little successful. I might have had to tell them to shut up one episode. But, you know, I had to make sure that I kept the mindset that the only person that could get me out of this house is myself. And that was what kept me super successful. I went after whatever the goals were and kept my eye on the prize.
For you during the show, were there any like challenges that surprised you and like kind of set you back a little bit? Do you think there's anything that was like really difficult within the show?
You know, there's a lot of mind games that are played throughout this, because you don't know really what you're getting into. You'll get told this is your challenge and you have to accomplish this goal, but what I failed to realize, and a lot of my castmates failed to realize, is that production also had a goal for the challenge.
Yeah.
So we may have gotten this dossier of rules and expectations, but what we didn't realize is that there was also things they didn't tell us that we're supposed to. Yeah, on the back end. And I think majority of the time I recognized it when we had T.I.'s children.
I want you to take care of my kids. They're perfect, they're pretty, and they can do no wrong.
It did cut out a lot in the edit, so everybody thinks we had it easy. We did not have it easy. Teenage girls are a lot. There were a lot of things that they cut out, but
I was gonna say, what was one of the things they cut out? What was challenging? Because it did look a little, it didn't look easy. It looked like you two were able to handle them, which made it seem like it was easy.
Well, we kind of figured out, what I'll say is that I think Jonathan and Tehran had it super easier because they got told that my dad told us to give y'all a hard time.
Cake with strawberry. And if they have a water, I want that, but I want 7 pieces of ice in there. I want 2 lemons, no seeds, and a straw.
Oh man, I cannot deal with y'all right now. So we had to learn that we were being tested on our own. And I think tonight's episode is the one time that I didn't realize what the test was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you being an actress has helped you like adapt and navigate through the challenges? Because a lot of people, some people are like teachers, some people are business owners, and I don't know if you feel like being an actress was like maybe like what's the word I'm looking for?
Like a heads up kind of, or
not even a heads up, or maybe an advantage or a disadvantage, you know?
I think the only way being an actor could have been a disadvantage for me is if I didn't get casted. You know, they were like, oh, this is reality TV, you're an actor, we don't want to put you on it. As far as being an advantage, absolutely. Everything in my resume is an advantage. You know, on the show, they have me as an event planner. I've been doing events for over 10 years. You know, I just quit my job in the liquor industry to be on the show. I was working for a top liquor supplier and was one of their top representatives to be on the show. So having my background be so diverse definitely was an advantage for me, because when different challenges came, I had experience in the area. When we did the pop-up shop, I was like, oh, I've curated pop-up shops. When we threw the party, I was like, oh, I've thrown parties. When we did the charity event, oh, I've hosted and curated charity events. Everything we did when we did the treatment for the movie, I'm like, I've written scripts, because, you know, when you're an actor, you got to create your own content.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anyone else in the cast that had that much of diversity in their resume.
For me, I'm always like, I want to be prepared for my opportunity that I'm constantly doing every day. Like, what can I do today to prepare me for my big opportunity? And it seems like everything that you've been doing, all the hustle, all the grinding has prepared you to be on the show. So what made you, out of all this hustling and grinding as a child, what made you want to become an actress, an entertainer?
You know, I'm going to give this one to my family. When I was growing up, my sister wanted to be an actor. And then my mom, when she was younger, she wanted to be a model, and she did some modeling as well. So it's kind of like homage to them and their dreams, because, yes, I may have been the first one to graduate and go to college and get my degree, but I wanted to show them that, you know, life isn't about just working for someone else and making someone else's dreams come true. You can work for yourself and make your own dreams come true. And why not live out the dreams that you two have, because y'all instill those talents in me.
And I do want to know, what are you going to do when you win that $100,000? Like, what's the first big purchase going to be?
You speaking it into existence. If I am the winner, first of all, you know, money's cool. It's cute. But it's all about investment. I already have the Fly Financial, it's my sorority sister company, told her, I said, if I were to win this show, you would be the first person. I said, or even if any opportunities that come from it, you're gonna be that person to make sure I do things wisely with it. It's not even about a big purchase, it's more so investments. LeBron is goals, you know, and things that he's doing. That's the mindset I have, those different type of investments, production companies, education. That's the route I want to go in.
Yes, different funnels of money and income that's given back to your community. I think that's so important, and I think that's a great note to end on. Thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Of course.
So you guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you tune into T.I.'s Grand Hustle on BET at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock Central Time. And thank you again to Krystal Garner. Make sure you check her out too. I'm Meah Denee. I'll see you next time.
George, you are not good enough. Congratulations, Krystal. You have won the Grand Hustle.